1,000 yards in his first year as their starter. Short throw, and it came at the helm. And winners of 7 in a row, dating back to last year. Xavion Thomas, they move him. Johnson is the running back. He goes out into the pass pattern. The throw over the middle is incomplete.
Talked a little bit already about some of the issues that these tackles might have, and here it's Adams, the left tackle, gets swung right inside as Uman Mielen delivers a big
favorable matchups. Jawan Johnson, the running back, went out in the flat. Deep pass, open receiver. Xavion Thomas weaving through the defense inside the 20 and down.
And he beats Graves off the ball really quick, puts up the mailman, going deep. And they don't rotate him. The ball is a little underthrown, which probably helped him out. And a great job running.
He played in that rivalry against Ole Miss, the Egg Bowl. Out wide it goes to Aaron Anderson. Talent. It is not as good this year. Barryon Brown fights it in Commanders. On 1st and goal, Jawan Johnson. Stacked up behind the line of scrimmage. Games with a knee injury. To the end zone, up for grabs, ricochet, and caught for a touchdown by Nyan, the former LSU Tiger who was in coverage. Batted by Green, and a nifty catch by Anderson using all of that 6'4" frame.
And it was a pretty well defended ball thrown slightly upfield, gets tipped, but how about Anderson right there? And like it hit the ground. I don't think it did.
No, it did not.
Really,
in the last couple of weeks, a lot about Davis and his status. Brian made it a point to say he's still our right tackle. Here's Barryon Brown, the Xavion Thomas. Nussmeier, the receiver not open. There's a flag. He was trying to get it to Aaron Anderson.
And it's as Anderson's trying to break to the outside, you can see pretty clearly exactly what Braxton does. He closes on it, involves a little bit of a collision, and that goes to the ground and draws the flag. Fans don't like it, but I do think it's probably the correct.
He'll use 3 in place of Durham today. Nussmeier, far sideline, caught near the 10-yard gain on the pass. Movement along the line. Might be a free play for Nussmeier. He thinks so. Up for grabs for Hilton and broken up. Well, cover had just 1 yard rushing in the first quarter. A little trickery. The handoff to the speedy Barryon Brown. Sub-4. Extremely hot yoga every day. Nussmeier on 1st and 10. Up for grabs and intercepted. Terrible
decision by Nussmeier. You're on the move. You're in good rhythm offensively. No need to force this on the in-breaking route. Wydell Williams' eyes go back towards the quarterback at the last possible second. He locates the football and goes up and gets it. And Pete Golding has emphasized over and over and over again this week, the defensive coordinator, they're going to drop to spots more so than they're going to run specific plays because LSU has a ton of
previous punt. But the officials brought it back and they punted over again. As a result, LSU has lost 5 yards. Deep pass. And he has reason to be displeased. Here's Xavion Thomas.
Back alignment.
And they rush. Nussmeier takes off running, gets taken down from behind.
Perkins working against the left side, and Nussmeier's trying to find Anderson, can't quite see him because the pocket condenses, and a good job by Perkins grabbing the undershirt, it looked like, of Nussmeier and dragging him to the ground.
Freshman, 5-star recruited and running back. Up for grabs, a high ball. That's one that arrived until just prior to fall camp.
The ball just took a little too long to get there. It looked like Anderson was...
Caleb Jackson, the running back, on 2nd and 20. Nussmeier from the goal line. Throws on the run again, up for grabs, and he's fortunate. Fender. He was part of that pass breakup. There were 2 Ole Miss defenders injured on the last play. Antonio Kite landed hard on Caleb Jackson, the running back, and they give it to him. LSU hasn't done much on offense again today. Swing pass, Jawan Johnson. Or excuse me, Xavion Thomas.
Basically, when you talk about LSU doesn't run the ball, what is this? It's a toss sweep. That's basically what it is. So yes, it goes down in the passing category, but that's essentially an extended handoff. You get it to one of your best players in space, and Thomas nearly tight ropes the sideline, but just run.
Xavion Thomas again. It is on the field, their leading receiver last year and this year. And he manages to catch a ball thrown behind him. Nice.
It's a great catch there by Anderson, and he's now going off after getting a little bit more banged up with that right shoulder.
Per third down, Caleb Jackson, the running back. Four-man rush. Nussmeier pulled it down. The completion well short of.
Get it to Parker, starts right, works all the way back, makes a good decision. This one you usually think is going to be a no-doubter, but a
passes. They only had one possession of 5 plays. It's 6 possession
balance. I mean, Nussmeier right now has missed some easy throws, but there haven't been a lot of easy throws out there, and I think the
minute gone by in the second half. Nussmeier sacked back inside the 30-yard line.
First, what is it? A 3-man rush. Eccles and 2 of his friends did a little twist up front. Eccles breaks through and drops Nussmeier, and Eccles
was a late-round pick. Nussmeier retreating and throws it away. Long yardage, a season-long problem. They rush 3, drop 8. Nussmeier took the check down. They do have Harlem Berry in the game. Why not? He's supposedly an explosive player. I know he's Service is the #1 running back in the country. They swing it to him again in space, and he gets ripped down by T.J. Pete Golding, the defensive coordinator for Ole Miss. Berry strip. Cohen Eccles is in at left guard. Berry on Brown. Nussmeier to Lacey. Deep throw, man open, underthrown ball, and not caught, but a flag down. Chris Hilton Jr. was open 15 yards from the line of scrimmage.
And that's just a poorly thrown ball by Nussmeier. I mean, that's a throw a year ago he's making with his eyes closed. It's not difficult. It's one-on-one. Your receiver's 5 or 6 steps behind the defender. You got to get it to the back of the end zone and let it.
Inside the 25-yard line. The freshman Berry gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. They shift into the pistol. The play clock at 2. Berry. Lane Kiffin and the crowd screaming Derry. Then they do rush 3 again. Nussmeier checks it down. Xavion Thomas has a long way to go to get to the marker. He doesn't in the first half. Now they set up the offense in plus territory. Jawan Johnson back in. In Baton Rouge, they picked off DJ Lagway 5 times. Nussmeier, good throw there. And on for the Tigers.
And this was a great throw. That's the Garrett Nussmeier we know. Tight spiral, drove right between 2 defenders.
He's had at least 1 in 18 of his 19 career starts. Throwing that one up for grabs. A diving attempt. It
just can't happen.
Out wide, and Kyle Parker 1 out of 7 on 3rd down. And again, pressure with 3 men. Nussmeier running out of time, and it's incomplete intended.
It's simple. Rush 3, drop 8, and see if we can't push the pocket. It's been very effective. This offensive line for LSU has really struggled in giving Nussmeier time, and when they have, he hasn't always been accurate and hasn't always made great decisions. But you see the coverage in the back end. When there's only a 3-man rush, there's very few answers.
Harlem Berry, the running back, out of the pistol. He's dropped for a loss. Brown, the motion man. They're without Aaron Anderson, their top receiver. Kyle rush yards today. Johnson gets the first down. Leading rusher, and he's had a tough time getting going this season as well. Nussmeier on target to Nick Anderson. Catch for Anderson. His only other one was their touchdown to start the game. That's deep, and it is incomplete. Trying to
ball from Nussmeier. Underthrew one big time earlier, but that one's right on the money. Might have had to battle some sun too, as that ball hung in the air for a very long time, and the progressive pylon cam shows Hilton trying to track it.
Ram tight. He's wide open in the flat, and he dropped the ball.
A lot of room, and Jawan Johnson's their pass-catching running back. Ball's a little low.
A little higher. They've dropped 2 officially today. They sneak in a run on 3rd down and 10. A good call by Joe Sloan.
Pushing him across and get him out in the flat. That's a play they've used in the past. Might do it here.
Great call, Greg. There it is. Did he get the yardage? Yes. Another 3-man rush. Nussmeier throws. Caught far sideline. Bauer Sharp, the tight end. His defense. Nussmeier up for grabs again. And veteran defenders from a year ago were very good college players.
Yeah, a little hand fighting there, and probably could have called one there.
Johnson, the running back, on 3rd and 1. They hand it to him. Stutter stepping, and they went empty. It's a 3-man rush. A quick pass and a 1st down to cut. And they go with tempo. Under 6 minutes to go. Another shot into single coverage and another overthrown ball. They motion Johnson out, and with 3 men, they get to Nussmeier. 2nd sack of the game.
And you referenced it, Sean, just a 3-man rush. It can't happen. He goes right around the right tackle, Kern. Doesn't hardly touch him, and Nussmeier.
5.5 minutes. Harlem Berry.
Expect they're looking.
Berry again. Touchdown. Harlem Berry. Slow design running play.
And you got to give some credit. The guy that just got beat a moment ago on the sack on the AT&T Connected Cam, he gets a big old move, gets a piece of 2 defenders, and Berry goes right.
Jawan Johnson shifts to the backfield. My goodness.